Have you ever learned a new English word, felt excited about it, and then completely forgot it a few days later? Maybe you've written hundreds of words in your notebook. Maybe you've used vocabulary apps. Maybe you've memorized long word lists. But when it's time to speak English, those words simply disappear. If this sounds familiar, don't worry. You're not bad at learning languages. You're just learning vocabulary the wrong way. And in this video, I'm going to explain why you keep forgetting new words and, more importantly, how to remember them naturally. Let's begin. What is the real problem? Imagine this. You learn the word exhausted. You repeat it 10 times. Exhausted. 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 You write exhausted, very tired. You feel confident. But 3 days later, someone asks, "How are you?" And you reply, "I'm very, very, very tired." The word exhausted never comes to your mind. Why? Because your brain doesn't store vocabulary like a dictionary. Your brain stores experiences. Your brain stores situations. Your brain stores emotions. And that's where most English learners make a huge mistake. They collect words. They don't build experiences with those words. Mistake 1: learning single words. Let's be honest. Most of us learn English like this. Happy. Improve. Decision. We memorize translations. But our brains hate isolated information. Imagine someone gives you one random puzzle piece. Can you see the whole picture? Of course not. A single vocabulary word is exactly like that. It's just one piece. Your brain doesn't know where it belongs. Now look at this. I'm exhausted after work. Immediately, your brain sees a situation. You can imagine yourself coming home after a long day and saying, "I'm exhausted." Now the word has meaning. Now the word has a home. This is why native speakers don't memorize vocabulary lists. They learn words inside experiences. Mistake 2: trying to memorize everything. Many learners have this habit. They watch one video and write down 20 new words. Then another video. Another 20 words. Then another. Soon they have hundreds of words. But they remember almost none of them. Why? Because your brain is not a storage machine. Think about your phone. If you open 50 apps at the same time, what happens? Everything slows down. Your brain works the same way. When you force yourself to remember too much information, your brain becomes overwhelmed. Learning fewer words deeply is far better than learning hundreds of words superficially. Instead of learning 20 new words today, learn 3. Understand them. Use them. Imagine them. Speak them. Your future self will thank you. Mistake 3: never using the words. Here's something interesting. You don't remember your friend's name because you memorized it. You remember it because you've used it many times. Vocabulary works exactly the same way. If you learn the word confident and never use it again, your brain thinks, "This information is not important." So it deletes it. But imagine you say, "I want to become more confident. I wasn't confident during the interview. She is very confident." Now you're using the word. Every use tells your brain, "This information matters." The more you use a word, the stronger the memory becomes. Vocabulary is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it becomes weak. How do fluent speakers actually learn vocabulary? You might think fluent English speakers know more words than you. Sometimes that's true. But often, they simply know how to use the words they already know. Instead of learning words individually, they learn chunks. For example, instead of learning Decision. They learn. Make a decision. Instead of. Attention. They learn. Pay attention. Instead of. Mistake. They learn. Make a mistake. These chunks are powerful because they're ready to use. You don't have to build sentences from zero every time. Your brain simply takes the whole chunk and uses it automatically. This is one of the secrets of fluent speaking. A better way to learn vocabulary. Let me show you a simple method. Step 1. Learn the word in context. Example. I was exhausted after playing football. Step 2. Create your own sentence. I was exhausted after my exam. Step 3. Imagine the situation. Picture yourself feeling tired and saying, I'm exhausted. Step 4. Use it again tomorrow. Then again next week. That's it. No complicated techniques. No giant vocabulary notebooks. No endless memorization. Just context, imagination, and repetition. The 3-word rule. Here's a challenge. Starting today, don't learn 20 words every day. Learn only 3. Just 3. But learn them deeply. For each word, write 1 sentence. Speak 1 sentence. Imagine 1 situation. Use it in conversation. 3 words every day equals more than 1,000 words every year. And you'll actually remember them. Because these words won't just live in your notebook. They'll live in your experiences. So why do you keep forgetting new vocabulary? Because you're learning single words instead of context. You're trying to memorize too much information. And you're not using the words often enough. Remember this. Vocabulary is not something you collect. Vocabulary is something you live. Every word needs a story. Every word needs a situation. Every word needs a purpose. Stop chasing hundreds of new words. Start building experiences with a few words every day. And I promise you something. One day, you'll speak English and the words will come naturally. Not because you memorized them, but because they became part of your life.